Let's turn now to the 2024 race as you bring up former President Trump. Why haven't you endorsed a candidate yet, Senator, and do you plan to do so?
Well, because if I endorse someone, it would be the kiss of death. No, I'm not going to do that. Maybe I should pick. Shall I endorse the person I like least right now? Look, I'm not going to be endorsing President Trump, obviously. I've made that very clear. Look, Chris Christie has done a terrific job so far. I think his being in the race has kept Donald Trump from coming to the debates. Because I think Donald Trump recognized if he went to the debate with Chris Christie would reveal him for what he was. And Trump would be badly hurt, so he stayed out. But Nikki Haley, she's rising. Right now, I think she's the only one that has a shot at becoming the nominee, other than President Trump. It's a long shot on her part, but she's the one that has a shot. So we'll see. Do
you think it's time for other candidates, not Nikki Haley, since you think has the momentum right now, to drop out of the race, to start consolidating their support, given what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't think it's my role to tell other people when they should get out. It's too big of a sacrifice and investment by people and their supporters to be running for president, for someone to come in and say, hey, you ought to get out. Yeah. But I hope it continues to consolidate and it becomes at some point a two-person race. But even then, I think Donald Trump is a prohibitive favorite.
Let me ask you a little bit more about what Liz Cheney said. She said the country would be better run by Democrats than by Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans. That's not an exact quote, but that's effectively what she has said. Do you agree with her there?
Well, President Biden's policies have not worked for America. I know that the economic statistics are looking better right now, but the American people are hurting. As they go into the grocery store and bread costs $5 a loaf, they recognize that that's a result of Biden's policies. So I'm not going to say Biden's policies are good for America. There's some Democrats out there that I think would do a better job. I hope someone besides President Biden is the nominee of the Democrat Party. We'd see who that might be.
Well, you wrote your wife's name in for president in 2016 and 2020. If there is, in fact, a Biden and Trump rematch, would you vote for President Biden, given what you are saying about former President Trump?
Well, the Joe I would like to vote for is Joe Manchin. And I'm not going to tell you right now who I'm going to vote for. Fortunately, I'm in a state that that's not a swing state. It's not a state in contest. Whoever I vote for in Utah, Utah is going to be for Donald Trump, so it's kind of irrelevant. But I typically vote for Ann for that reason.
Do you think that Senator Manchin's going to run?
No, I don't, but I wish he would.
You're going to encourage him to?
I wish he'd be the Democratic nominee. And by the way, there are a couple of Democrats I might think of that would be a better nominee, I think, than President Biden.
Just to put a fine point on it, though, it sounds like you're not ruling out voting for President Biden.
I'm not going to describe who I'll rule out other than President Trump. I just, you have a setting where you have someone who's too old and someone else who's a little too nutty. And where are you going to vote on that basis? And by the way, in my view, bad policy we can overcome as a country. Yeah. We have in the past. Yeah. Bad character is something which is very difficult to overcome.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.